So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams.
Welcome our lads to the field.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Begley.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
Today's lineup.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
So straight into the action. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this guy Caicedo really is the definition of the word tireless. One of the best defensive midfielders around, and he does have a constant desire to get forward and contribute to the attack. He can add some energy and dynamism to that. But what he's really, truly brilliant at is stopping the opposition and disrupting their plans. And he will be a big, big factor in trying to do that here.
Yeah, I'd have picked him to... There's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Threads one in. He's in plenty of space here. Messi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And here's Yamal. Shot could be... Tries a shot! He's got away with one there. Chelsea with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. He's gone looking for safety. This is their second corner of the game. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Deftly away. And here's Messi. Truffert did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Alexander-Arnold wins the duel this time. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Tavernier. It'll be a throw-in. Caicedo running with intent. Now it's Kane.
Bournemouth definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Kane. Camavinga. And it's Son Heung-min. He's got away. That is good strength. And that is expertly dealt with. And reclaimed it in a trice. And back it goes.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Jimenez. Now Van Dijk. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the ball's come loose here. Krupi. Bournemouth are looking to break at pace. And he's managed to get free. And it's Son Heung-min. Krupi. Looking to play him in. What a throw in. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's shifting through the gears here. That's an excellent interception.
Son Heung-min clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great defending, strong and determined. Messi. Lovely feet. And the shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Chelsea really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Fernandes. And it's Son Heung-min. And it's Camavinga. Messi. And here's Kane. Now it's Yamal. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Hill. And Senesi. Hill. And he can clear it away. And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
That was the
The midway point of the game.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock, the score 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Chelsea are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
That is good alertness. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That's very neat. Fernandez. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Picked out brilliant. Son Heung-min! That caused a fair bit of alarm.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Chelsea have their third corner. Kamavinga!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's gone for goal. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicely spread. Best part of an hour and still no breakthrough from either side. And there's green grass ahead of him. Petrovic breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
The
And he's been
attendance for this
shifted off
match
it.
was 29,813.
And it's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min. It's a throw-in. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Substitution on the field. Number 22. Coming on the field is number 21, Adli. Substitution.
Messi. Oh, it's come loose. Has to go back here. Takes a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's Smith. Well, in probably an entirely one-sided game, still up for grabs. Nothing to show for all the... He's having a shot! And that's a sharp finish. And the game has liftoff. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Bournemouth are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
He has found the way through. Messi. And Messi! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Bournemouth couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Mbappe. Oh, this... Mbappe! And there's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that really is so impressive. So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Now it's Evan Nielsen. Jimenez gets across to intercept that. Half an hour gone in the second half. Oh, good spread. And it's Adley. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Bournemouth really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Chelsea needed that, they really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
No way he was going to be out-muscled. Nicked it back promptly. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Adley, given the lift of his goal, now he's off and running. So here comes a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Number 7, number 26, Unal.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Can he get onto this? Brooks. And here's Unal, and it's made its way to him. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Chelsea may have thrown this away at the death. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
The goal scorer after 90 minutes is number 26,
Bournemouth look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
There will be 5
Well, it's the
minutes
type of call that
time.
can't be given if there's even the slightest doubt. It had to be spot on.
Caicedo, and it's Messi. And here's Mbappe. Decent chance! It's a goal! They have stolen level at the last! And now he has 2.
Goal! Number 11, Kylian Mbappe.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Chance to deliver, and the keeper beats it away. Adley goes for a shot. They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, has another go, and I think we're done. Yes, we are done. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
It's finished all square.
So we've reached the end of our coverage for today. Many thanks to... So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform.
And this is now today's lineup.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested for good effort from distance. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
I'm a little surprised that he actually couldn't make that count. He's so good from that range. Often he'll find the net.
Spread to the right. Not the most accurate pass. We expected better, and so did he. Nicely aimed pass. Son Heung-min. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many...
He's one-on-one, goes for a shot! He's delivered all right! And there is your opener. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Cross to the back post. That's really well cleared. Gomez. Hwang Hee-chan tries to pass it through, and he's found a way past. Good decision by the keeper, got that exactly right. Yamal. Well, there's a probing ball, and he's definitely onside. Takes a shot! And that has fair fizzed. Chelsea with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Shot a goal! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Son Heung-min. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Messi tries a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Caicedo. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Gomez simply refused to be outdone there. Chelsea are behind here, despite their domination of possession. He's found a way through. Wolverhampton have a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. And that's the keeper's ball. Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. Oh, this looks sharp. Chelsea are looking to break at pace. Yamal. Nicely weighted ball. Very nicely done. Messi. Oh, good ball. And that was very necessary. Son Heung-min. Oh, that's neat. Son Heung-min. He is just caressing the ball. And he shoots! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, such a fabulous run, and he was fully intent on rounding it off in some style. Great strength, wonderful skill, terrific balance, but he seems to have rushed the finish.
Chelsea have their second corner now. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Kane clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Corner number 3 coming up. Messi! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Now that's well seen too. That's really well manoeuvred. Played through into space. And he welcomes it in. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, that's well spotted. Gets a good foot in there. And it's Son Heung-min.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
That is lovely. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, shooting chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And here's Kane. Oh, good spread. Yamal. Messi. That's good play. A lot of space ahead of him. And Messi! Against the crossbar. He's hit it first time.
Son Heung-min cannot be faulted for trying. It was asking to be hit just a bit straighter.
And it's Kane.
Indicated.
He's having a pop! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Jimenez. Messi. That's it, 45 minutes up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Chelsea come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Now let's all rally behind the boys.
Well, for me,
and show you a
Peter,
bit of
things have
support.
never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what
Everyone,
follows in the
please
second.
welcome to the field our players. Substitution on the field. Number 20, Kane.
So the action
Number
resumes.
17, Jimenez.
Chelsea really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And the finish! He's got away with one there. Looking to play him in. Now it's Wang Hee-chan. Some good work on the right flank here. And he's managed to get free. Fernandez. Messi. Messi! And that's a sharp finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
After 51 minutes.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Great defending, strong and determined. Yamal, the ultimate schemer, the supplier-in-chief.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Shot could be on, and it's Messi. Chance! Chelsea get their fourth corner. Point-blank header! He doesn't look too happy with that. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Messi looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Space for him to turn and look. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Mbappe picks it up out wide. Fernandez. Oh, nice touch. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He is through here. Looking for the run. It's a good-looking delivery. And it's claimed by the keeper. Chelsea perhaps contemplating their next change here. Mbappe! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. He shifts on, surely! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
And it's Messi. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's a key interception. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Senesi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He has found the way through. Chance for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's put paid to the danger.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Probing pass. Messi is in a really good position out wide.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
Chelsea are making a change now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Mbappe, nicely spread. And he was quick to react. And it's Fernandes. And here's Son Heung-min. And a chance! And that's a real chance missed.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
That is ended up in no man's land. Yamal gets on his bike and on the move. Can he finish?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Julie! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Now there's a fine ball. Look, and the shot! He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done.
And the shots! Early ball out from the back. Deep into stoppage time. Van Dijk. Oh, that's a very decent... Great chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the referee brings it to a close. Chelsea have done it. They've achieved what they came for. Maximum points, the perfect outcome. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined for stalemate, but then the ultimate smash and grab.
Chelsea really wanted this. I mean, look at those players now. Some are barely
And
able to
another
move.
fantastic
They
win
squeezed
for the
every
boys
ounce of
today.
energy out of
Thank
themselves
you
to
very
get this
much for your
result.
support.
And congratulations to them.
So that's it from us. Many thanks go to Jim Beglin, and goodbye from us. Chelsea going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again: who is going to come out on top this time? Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
And we're underway. Two tribes going toe-to-toe.
Well, having experience of games like this, Peter, getting the balance right between aggression and discipline is always key. Yeah, of course you want to make your presence felt, but not for the wrong reasons.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I'm a real fan of this fella, Lewis Skelly, who I see as a real all-round midfielder. He can do everything. I've seen him play every role from a number 10, breaking lines with his lovely little intricate passes, to that single pivot in midfield, like a real controller of the game, where he's shown genuine composure and pressing resistance.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Knocks it into space. Now that's well seen too. Messi. That's Kane. It's a really well-measured ball. He is just caressing the ball. And the finish! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
He's having a hit! Oh, Harry Kane, how good are you? He's got himself an absolute peach. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Chelsea have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Messi does well to get it back. Now it's Yamal. Showing great feet there. It's a promising position. Yamal. Oh, that was vital. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Yeah, he's fouled him there. He's ended up in no man's land. Now it's Yamal. Can he get on the end of this? Calafiori. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Martinelli. That looks a cracking ball. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nice physical challenge. He's picked his way through. Now this could be a chance.
Arsenal definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Son Heung-min. Looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. This looks promising. And it's been hooked away. Now that looks a decent ball. Pings in across. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. He won't be happy with that one. Yamal. Back towards the middle. Now it's Kane. Alexander-Arnold. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Chelsea can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
A heavy challenge. Camavinga making good progress. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Oh, great feat, that.
Lovely bit of skill. And it's Camavinga. Oh, such a clever touch.
Added time.
Gabriel Jesus. Now it's Yamal. Alexander-Arnold. Van Dijk. Yamal! And it's half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How's the first half compared with your expectations?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Chelsea can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. And so the action is resumed. Chelsea currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Oh, takes a shot! And he's stuck it away! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
The goal scorer.
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
Chelsea are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Calafiori gets into a good position. He's on it, can he get away? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Threads one in. That's been slipped through. Odegaard. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And here's Jesus. Great chance! And that's a good finish. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
After 54 minutes is number 8. Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Substitution in progress.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And he's picked it up out wide. And the keeper's got it again. Alexander-Arnold ventures forward. Incapulli. Somewhat off target. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. Oh, played right into his path. Chance, surely! Off the post. And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Now it's Madueke. And he's being shifted off it. Tries to pass it through. Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Played out to the left flank. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Oh, that's fabulous. Son Heung-min. Lewis Skelly. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Alexander-Arnold. Chance for a shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Number 36, Zubimendi. Coming on the field is number 12, Turnbull.
Chelsea do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Nicely spread. Arsenal disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Calafiori. Timber. It's just beyond his reach. Just a quarter of an hour to play. That has not gone well. Keeper's got good distance on that. Caicedo. Turns back here, probably the best option. Camavinga. Now it's Fernandes. He's shifting through the gears here. Valverde tries a shot! And it's in! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Number 22, Federico Valverde.
Arsenal have opted to make another change here. Havertz coming on here as broadly expected.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Chelsea now in a position far more desirable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Number 7,
That was good alertness. Not the most accurate pass. Spread it left. And this is Son Heung-min. Chelsea claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Chelsea with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Valverde, and it's Camavinga. Chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, it was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
Norgard, and it's Ødegaard. The final 5 minutes. And here's Mbappe, and this is Son Heung-min. Oh, look at the space here. Timber. Timber defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Yep, it's a corner. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. It's their second corner of the game. Messi plays it short. Camavinga. And now a sudden chance to counter.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And that has left him in a heap. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Ødegaard. Nicely weighted ball. And he is dashing away. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Norgard. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Chelsea are down to 10 men. Ødegaard. Norgard. And Mosquera. And it's Timber. Aimed beyond the defence. And that is as far as it goes. Chelsea have done it. They've achieved what they came for. Maximum points, the perfect outcome. Son Heung-min taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Chelsea really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
I think we're just about out of time, so many thanks to Jim, and a very good afternoon to you. And so the calm before the storm.
Hello,
A game this
everybody, and
so
welcome to
engraved
today's
into
match.
sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be, all stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it is time to let them at it.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
And this is now today's lineup.
In a system like this, Peter, the
Number
winger-fullback
25,
combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
So it's down to business here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this guy, Alexis McAllister, is someone whose stock rose dramatically due to his exploits with the national side. But he's someone I see as a born footballer. I mean, he can play the 6th position, he can play in the number 8 position, but I feel he's probably best suited to the number 10 role, because I think he has that creative edge, he has that craft, and that's where he should be used to greatest effect.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Now it's Kane. Fernandez. And here's Son Heung-min.
Such good technique.
That's tidy. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That's put paid to the danger. Now, can they get him away?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's shifting through the gears here. It's Salah! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Fagioli promptly onto that, and that is that. Now that looks a decent ball. He is just caressing the ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Fagioli. Shot for Kane! There it is! And just like that, he's into double figures now. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
16 minutes is number 20, Harry Kane! Harry Kane! Harry Kane!
Chelsea have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this...
That could spell trouble. That has been slung wide. Now it's Yamal. Yamal.
That's good play from him.
Oh, sweet feet. Messi. Chelsea already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to... And one more try! And that is wildly off target.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Oh no, what has happened here? Throw it. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And here's Son Heung-min. Camavinga is in a really good position out wide. And it's Messi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Van Dijk. It's a sharp pass. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. McAllister. McAllister has the fourth most assists in the league this year. Now then, the ball's come loose. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And this is Kane. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, right place, right time. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
It's Salah! It's hit the upright. Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. He shifted it to the flank. Alexander-Arnold goes sliding in. Yamal. He's got away.
Oh, really well played.
Van Dijk gets across to intercept that.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that has left him in a heap. And here's Kane. Now this could be a chance. Can he finish? And that's in. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And now he has 2. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and...
Gakpo! And he's stuck it away. On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Liverpool cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Showing good feet. And this is Kane. Decent chance! Well taken goal. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Harry Kane!
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise.
And that signals the end of the first period.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. The second half is up and running. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Gakpo. And Gamoa in acres of space out wide. Van Dijk can get it clear. Oh, some astute defending there. And the shot! It's a goal! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Gakpo. Great vision. Oh, perfectly measured that. No, it's come to nothing. Deftly away. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Very nicely done. And it's Fernandez. Fagioli. Fagioli purring through the gears. Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Fagioli certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Chelsea with the corner. They're first. Yamal plays it short. Messi. Gakpo. And now they can spring out of defence. Szoboszlai, distributed tidily. And it's Salah.
Oh, great feat, that.
He is through here. That is good strength.
Well, that's certainly more like it.
Real chance! Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Substitutions taking place. Substitution on the field. Number 20, Kane. Number 17,
Szoboszlai drills one in. Big chance! And he hits the net. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
63 minutes is number 11.
He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Mohamed Salah picks it up out wide. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think. That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Messi! And that's a tiny finish. And they get themselves in front. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Number 10, Lionel Messi.
Chelsea have their lead. He has found the way through. In towards the back. Terrific effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Substitution in progress.
Liverpool making further changes here and in quick succession. Chelsea perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, it's Son Heung-min. Oh, that's neat. Camavinga. Valverde. Shot, surely! Vitz. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Camavinga pinches it off him. Now it's Gakpo. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, good spread. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Salah plays it in. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Liverpool really might just end up kicking themselves after that.
Mohamed Salah! Good save. Keeper read that well.
Well, he was sure he was going to pull that off.
Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min scooting forward. And here's Valverde. Mohamed Salah has found the net here, of course. Chelsea preparing now to welcome the final whistle. Knocks it out wide. Mbappe! And he's heaved it away. Gravenberch. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Son Heung-min. Played out towards the right wing.
Chelsea can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
That has been cut short. Chelsea close now to seeing this one through to the end. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, lovely feeding is such a good move. And Messi! And it's come back out to him. Goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Son Heung-min. Oh, red, nice interception. Gravenberch. Aimed beyond the defence. Salah. Played in. He leaps for it! And that is as far as it goes. Chelsea come away having earned what they always set out to earn, the maximum complement of points. Well, how will we look back on that?
Chelsea really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
They came, they saw, and they were sent packing. Thank you everyone for your support today. You were more than just our 12th man.